we put this in yesterday. We're here this morning. What we're going to do is we're going to put the head in this bucket and turn it on. We got the shower to off. It does have an off setting, which will back pressure, and then Alicia's going to get in there with her flashlight and check for leaks. Do you have your flashlight?
I do. I'm just going to turn it on.
Okay, well, let me just put this here.
Start it, and then I can go.
Let me just hold that for you, maybe. Let me see if I can get this where I need it to be. Okay guys, what we're going to do is, don't step on that rail. Okay, put the in there. You got your flashlight? You want mine?
I got mine.
She's going to check for leaks between the pipe and the threads in there. That way we can seal it up and be done with it. I'm going to turn it on cold water. Okay, I'm going to divert it up. Okay. Divert it up. Do you have water coming out of the head?
Not yet.
Let me just open it a little bit.
Not filling in yet.
Oh, the diverter.
Yeah.
I forgot, we don't need this diverter no more. If you guys remember, we rebuilt this and this diverter wasn't working, so they were using somebody to put that in there. But now this diverter is working. Here we go. Okay, now let's put it to the off position, right here. Go to off, right there. Put it back up. And you should be good to go. No leaks?
No leaks.
No leaks.
It's completely dry.
Okay.
It's
So
dry.
we're
Yes.
good to go. So let me shut this off. Let me divert the water down. And we're good to go. Let me just finish this. Okay, so I'll take that bucket from you. I'll dump it down here.
So good.
Okay, we're no leaks now. Guys, what we'll do is we'll put plumber's putty around this right here, and we'll bring the flange down and seal it all up, and then she'll put a little caulking around it as well. So plumber's putty around here, and then some caulking, because sometimes people will hit their head on this, and when they do, they break the caulking around this right here, and then water starts to go in it and inside. But if you put the plumber's putty and the caulking, it's a double whammy. Well, Alicia got ahead of me. She took her plumber's putty and she put it around the hole of the pipe before putting her plate. This plate is a little bit smaller than the one that the glazier should have took the old one and pulled it back and painted under it, but they're getting lazier and lazier. Anyway, Alicia, we could do one or two things. We can either get some porcelain touch up and touch up around it, but Alicia seems to think if we use the gloss white, this gloss white, she can blend it in. The line might be a little bit fat, but it won't look like that. So we'll let her try it with the caulking first, and if it doesn't work out, we'll wipe most of it out and get some touch-up paint. But basically you can see the discussion is smaller than the old one. And usually those glazers pull that plate back and spray under it, and then they just leave it for us to put back, but they didn't. So we'll do our best. This is just a one-room bachelor unit. As you can see, those are the lights we did. And this here, I showed you before, was the kitchen and closet area. We're going to clean this up, put a new refrigerator. We're going to replace the wood under there. So we got a lot of work to do in the next 2 days, plus the kitchen sink in the other unit. So we'll see how it all goes. Alright guys, Alicia held true. She used the silicone to cover up that paint that was, or basically the area that wasn't painted. She put the bright white caulking, and it doesn't look bad at all. I wouldn't complain about it if that was at my own house. It looks better than all that paint showing. And the funny part is this idiot won't come out and touch it up. He'll send some paint over and tell you to get a Q-tip and touch it up, but it looks real sloppy. This looks a lot smoother. Not only will it seal the area good, but it took care of the paint issue. So there we go. Okay guys, over in apartment C here, we got a new fridge coming. In apartment C over here, they want a new sink. They want a single well. So this is going to be the first sink that Vinny has ever installed. So we're going to do that tomorrow. But she's going to check the angle stops. Just actually, just let me know if they're frozen or not. I'm going to let Vinny shut them down.
Okay. Well, that one is almost closed. It needs a little bit more to it.
A little bit of channel lock to it.
Yeah. Go.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let him do that. Go ahead and open them all the way and see if they leak. I think I'm going to give notice to this building.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
Both of them. I'm going to let Vinny be the one to do this. Because he's going to do it from start. I just wanted to see if we were going to have an issue with the angle stops. Open up the other side.
Done.
Okay, and no leaks, right?
No.
We'll come back and check them.
The one angle stop on that side looks kind of iffy. The one looks good on the right side.
All right, well, it could be the copper lines, of course, right?
Yeah, they're copper lines.
Okay, so I might give a notice to the building for tomorrow morning. I'll put them on notice. That way, if we decide to replace it, we will. You know, and I'll have the water off between 9 and 11. Okay, guys, I'm going to wait. Vinny's out trying to get a part for me. So as soon as he gets here, we got one thing to tidy up on the shower doors and we'll be done. Vinny just called and said he's on his way with that part. So I decided to keep this job rolling. I wanted Vinny to do this from A to Z, but unfortunately I'm gonna have Alicia rip the sink out because we have to be out of here by tomorrow night. So I'm gonna have Alicia, I mean, he's removed the sink before, he's just never put one together from A to Z. So
So
we'll go ahead.
From 2 holes, we're gonna go to 1, right?
Yeah, we're gonna put 1 hole with a garbage disposal. They sent me a picture of what they want. They want a single well, deep, 8-inch, heavy gauge, nice chefs. We just gotta make sure that our faucet will fit.
Oh, it's gonna come out to here. I can see it. The faucet's gonna come out to here.
No, she wanted the nicer one, the chef one, like he's got over at that other place. I'll show it to you.
Oh, yeah, I think it's got the clearance.
I do too. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna let Alicia get this ripped out. That way we keep making progress. Alrighty, Alicia was just touching up the caulking around the shower door. It's almost done, as you can see. And Vinny did a real good job notching around the tops, as you can see up here. That way, get it to its best look possible. Hardly had any gaps. Took his time and notched everything out good. And of course, Alicia's putting the caulking to it all the way down. And we got the bottom guide in. We got the bottom rubber piece, the seal here. The inside, she's gonna caulk in a couple spots. We got our bumpers on. We got the outside. This is the outside door, goes this way right here. That way the water hits and doesn't come out here. And it's got double handles, one on the inside, one on the outside. It has a rubber bumper up here, rubber bumper down there. It's all sealed up here at the seams. The reason why we put a thick bead of caulking is because if people kick this or step on it, it's solid. It shouldn't go nowhere. But if it does get tapped, what happens is, if you have just a thin line here, you'll see it crack, or the water will eventually get to it. But if you build it up like a nice fat weld, it stays for a long time. So we got our guides right here, same on the other side. So I guess we would get a back shot here. Let's see if I can get some from back here. I guess you would call this a done deal. We got our shower arm all done up here. She caulked around it to cover up that paint that was showing. We're gonna paint all the way around it. You can see we need to do some painting. That's where the guy who glazed the tub pulled the tape. So we're gonna fix that. Next we're gonna put in the toilet and get to other things. Vinny's over here working on the shelving over here. He's got some shelving in this little kitchen. As you can see, everything is kind of screwed up here and over there. So he's replacing that wood. And then of course Alicia got her sink out over here. And now she cleaned all this up, got it spotless. We're gonna put some plastic trays under the angle stops. They're not leaking, but we don't like to leave them that way. Usually we'll get a 3/8 hose and just put a 3/8 to 3/8 hose. They have them at Home Depot. We usually keep a couple on the truck with a coupling, and we just put 3/8 to 3/8 here. So that's what's up. Okay, Alicia's got all the cylinder complete all the way around, and of course we looked at all that. Now we got the tub stopper in with the push button right here. It's really nice. That locks the water. That releases it and it renews the outside of it. Nice heavy duty bottom guide. Handles on both sides. Everything good on that side. Everything good over here. We're going to touch up all that paint soon. Boy guys, she's working on this waistline, this water closet. Look how big that drain is. I love when you get a nice big, show them the drain.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's nice. And now she's double nutting it. She's gonna put 2 wax rings. You know, I'd rather use 2 wax rings than use toilet shims. Number 1, toilet shims.
That's low flange though.
Yeah, but if you use toilet shims, when I say toilet shims, Alicia, I mean to bring the riser up.
Oh, I get it.
The lid up.
Okay.
I'd rather put 2 wax rings than put, because sometimes, for some reason, the silicone gives out in between, or just the rocking on it. I don't know. I just like, if it isn't too much, I love putting 2 wax rings instead of the riser shims. You know what I mean? Because you're only talking about 3/16 of an inch. So you put on 1 extra thick wax ring and 1 thin one that they give you with the toilet, like this guy right here, then you're all good to go. Put the extended one, and you put this one, and you don't need no shim. I have put shims, and I do put shims if it's really down low, but in this case, it's not bad at all.
See the mark on the crust here?
Yeah, you put a little black mark.
So that way, I know this is gonna be like this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think a lot of plumbers, well, some plumbers do it.
Well, I like to make sure it doesn't gonna churn.
Yeah.
And get out.
Yep, that's right. But the good news is when you double nut it, Alicia, it'll hardly ever twist on you. You know what I mean? All right, well, we'll check back with you in a little bit.
Sounds good.
And Vinny over here, he's not cutting over here. He's just drawing his lines over here. He's working over here. So we'll see what turns out over here. They don't want us to spend too much money on that. So we're just kind of doctoring it up. So anyway, Alicia put her tape to remind her. All right, she's got her double wax ring with the reinforced one on the bottom. And we always put the one with the black funnel down below, because if you put the wax ring first and the one on the funnel on top and you push the toilet down, sometimes that black ring can shift off to the side and end up hitting here or there. So if you put the one with the funnel in first, that will most likely not, it may move slightly this way or that way, but it won't jump out of the track. So that's the way we've been doing it for years. And then she double nutted her toilet bolts, and we're ready to go.
And you can see the floor is.
Yeah, the floor is sloping.
Not straight. Look at that.
Yeah, the floor is
not even.
Not sloping good, so we'll have to.
So the wax is
lower
gonna
it.
help out to seal the side.
Yeah, that'll help. All right, let's get her in. Deeper.
I'm gonna move some of the tools or?
No, no, just set it right here.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, just like always, get those back in. It's nice to have somebody to help you. My back is shot. Let me know when I'm lined up.
Okay.
I look lined up here.
So here, I think.
Can you see the bolt?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, hold on. There.
Oh.
Okay, I'm on. That's switched down good, right? Oh, feel that?
Yeah.
That's good. So, let me make sure it's straight. I just barely clipped the bolt on the, I just barely clipped the bolt right there. What we heard was the threads kind of going through it, but no harm, no foul. Everything is nice and centered. Looking good. So, all right, Alicia is shimming it. She already put a couple shims there and cut it. Now she just cut another shim. I know what's wrong. You're cutting at an angle. Try cutting straight up and down.
There it is.
Alright, and let me see the knife that you're using. That's pretty dull.
Mm-hmm.
See the bend in it? That's why. The bend is taking...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did bring it.
Hey guys, what we got is a brand new fridge here, and the one that would fit is a smaller one, like this old one that we took out. They want to try to put something a little bit more bigger. So basically what we're going to do is we were going to cut both sides, but the owner wants to keep the expense down because it's only like 3/16 of an inch here, not a lot. He wants us to take it all on this side. So there's some screws holding this piece in. I thought we would take this off and get a nice clean cut, cut the wood, reframe it, cut this back with whatever we got that'll make it straight. I just don't want to run no damn saws all down there, and unless Vinny thinks he's good enough, because we could put a piece of trim on it, and a piece of trim if he does have a little waviness to it. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. And then Alicia is going to be over here in the bathroom when she gets here. And she's going to touch up all the paint around the tub. As you can see where the blue is right here. All the caulking on the tub is good. We got the new push shoe. We push it and it locks in, locks water. So everything's looking good. We're going to do a good job there still. Hasn't moved. Anyway, we got to put a new toilet paper and new towel bar, and then I think we bought one towel bar for over here as well. Yeah, we did. There. And then we're out of this job. Tomorrow we can have off, and the cleaners will be here tomorrow, and we're done for the weekend, I think. Alright guys, let's get into this. Okay, Vinny got that side trim off right here. Sitting right here, it had a couple screws. Right here, it had these pocket screws. 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Got it out. Goes the other way, upside down, but anyway, it goes. You know how it goes. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our measurement from here to here, and then we're gonna cut that. And then if we need to, we'll put this filler back in, or this joist. I call it a cabinet floor joist. Or the framing, whatever you guys want to call it. And it's going to go right in there. And hopefully we'll put this on a table saw or a skill saw and get it where we need it. And we'll be as good as new, and I'll have a new fridge. Okay, Juanito, go ahead and get your measurements. If you move any faster than that, you might blow a fuse, so slow down. Oh, act like bomb. I'll have to show that to Mom on the thing.
Snatch.
I would be taking my measurements from here, off this front.
And
We're not cutting
back.
Yeah, just get your
What
measurements.
if it goes like this, like protrudes out a little bit?
We'll figure that later. Take your front measurement off the thickest part, the fattest part right here on the framing. Yeah, right there. Go ahead and make your pencil mark, what we talked about. Now what you could do is you could take that measurement off that wall to there and do a couple more marks.
You talking about right there?
Yeah, you could just...
What if I do this? Just question.
Sure. You could do that too.
And then just
run. As long as that edge is straight, you're good to go.
Well, the only thing I see right here is this. You see this gap?
Yeah. You could just do the line like you're going to do.
Okay.
And then you can measure, add this in over there and measure it. You know what I mean? Make sure that we're going to be okay. Okay. Okay guys, what he did was he got that piece cut out. You can see where the vacancy is, where the tile used to go. Now he's putting that piece back in to give that board support. That should give us enough room to slip in there. We don't need to too much about that void. We can just put some foam in there and putty it out just to, you know, so you don't have open holes. We'll put something in there, a piece of plywood, some of this old wood with some glue, something. We'll do something. All right, he's getting this dissected down to the size we need. He got it all in that. What's that piece going to go tuck back in, Vinny? That's going to be your part that goes back in, right?
This?
Yeah.
Just trim it out.
Huh?
I have to trim that out.
Right. I mean, you're going to put it back inside, right?
There's already a piece underneath.
Oh, so you don't need it.
I'm splitting it.
Oh, okay. You're going to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm splitting it.
Okay, that's cool. As long as your fridge can slide in there, we're good to go. All right, looking good. Pretty soon we'll have a fridge in there. All right, guys. I got Alicia. She's gonna put Talbar up and about her new level. She wanted, instead of a torpedo level, this is a torpedo level too, but instead of the real smaller one, she wanted a little bit longer with a magnet. So
I'm gonna have to pull these plugs and attach.
that's all right. We're gonna paint it anyway.
And now on this one right here, because it's got this little.
I would just stay on that wood.
So what I'm gonna
Just
do
stay on
is
top of
just go on that and then try to slide
Just
to
do
the
it like
bottom,
that. Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that'll look good.
Right?
Yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna be doing a lot of plaster work
Right.
there, and he's not
so
wanting
just
that.
this is gonna be the only thing that's gonna be plaster, and then
All right.
we got
Well,
paint.
let me have a picture of it in between. And,
Figure it out before and then after.
All right. Let me get the camera. All right, Vinny's got it all framed in. He's got the bottom piece in. He's got the back piece spacer in. We're gonna just verify that the fridge fits in, and then we'll do something about that hole. And then we'll go ahead and put our new piece in here. All right, Ellie's got her towel bar in nice and straight. Let's just go ahead and put her through the test. I don't expect this to be 100%, but looking pretty good. Let me just put my finger on it. Looking good, yeah. All right, let's see what Vinny's doing. Vinny's got that all in. He's gonna use this piece to cut the side trim over here to fill that up, and then he's gonna save the other piece right here that he cuts from there to put up here. So basically, he's gonna get two trim pieces out of this one finished piece, so we can use it here and use it there, and that should be good enough as soon as he levels off. All right, guys, he needs just a little piece off of this, and we have a table saw, but it's just faster just to make a little jig where he's gonna just hold it. That way he can put his hand here and he cut that straight without cutting into anything. He can set the depth. It'll work. And then of course he's gonna use the upper piece for the upper trim. That way the stain all matches. Anyway, he's gonna give that a cut and see how it works out. Alright, we got Vinny tracing a line there. Just knee on there. And he's gonna cut it. And then he's gonna put it in on the side there. Fill that up. Lisa's working on the toilet paper dispenser. I checked with the management. They didn't want me to pull this wood off because of all the plastering we'd have to do. They should just go on it the best we could. So we are. Lisa's gonna patch those holes and we're gonna touch up the paint.
Could you step right here?
You could just lift over it. You don't have to plunge it. Go over this screw.
I am.
Just put your skill saw at an angle like that and go over it.
I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck it up.
You won't. Go try it. You want me to start it? There you go. You're just going to glide over it. You have your blade set deep enough and you're good. Doing good.
You're good.
Good job. Good job. What we got going on over here?
See right here. That's what you want to deploy that way too.
This ain't going in the van.
Vinny 3D printed me these lock holders here because I put double stick tape for now to make sure this is where I want them, and then I'll put a screw. But these are those slick locks, so during the day or if I'm running around the Home Depot they won't be rolling around. So I didn't even take the side one off today, but it's pretty nice to have those. He's getting pretty good at that 3D printing stuff.
Come down. I'll bring it upstairs.
Alright guys, Alicia's over here mixing her crap, patching up those holes a little bit. See how it looks in a little bit. She gets most of it off.
Yeah, just gonna, because gonna low.
Yeah, do you know where to put, you're gonna make some mud for over there at that shelf? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then Vinny, let's see what Vinny's doing here. I think he's getting the top trim on. Oh, there he is. He's got the side trim on, and now he's working at the top trim right here, as you can see. Got a level on it, looking good. He's got the side trim on right there. Everything's looking good. Alright, he's got the side piece in. Looks really good. Looks complete. He's got his wood fixed over there that was falling apart. Now we're going to do something up here. We got the refrigerator just halfway in, half-assed, because we got to keep moving it in and out. Eventually when we're done we'll get it set. But it's starting to come back together. Okay, Alicia's running around with the paint. Looks good. She took a sponge and put a little texture on with the sponge since he didn't want the spray. So, and she's gonna touch up on that wall. That's looking good. Yeah, Alicia's laying a little smooth set in there to fill up all the nooks and crannies before we paint it. Yeah, that looks good. Go ahead and we'll do that. Alright, there's Vinny, and he's got his fridge in. The trim looks excellent. Let me come on this side, son. He's got it all in there. The side trim, the top trim. Got it all. Alrighty, that part's done. Now we're gonna paint the cabinets. We're gonna paint here. At least he's gonna put a little smooth set right here just to make it a little bit smoother. He didn't want to put the second one in. Other than that, we can start picking up. Alicia's over here smoothing out this corner. I don't know if I showed it to you, but the baseboard was all sponged out from water damage. She knocked all the sponginess out of it and plastered it. She's got her plaster here now. So we were gonna put some texture, but he said no texture. It's not that important to him. So anyway, we're getting there. Alicia caulked the bottom of the toilet. Looking good. Okay, coming along. Alright, let's see if she got it all touched up. Okay, yeah. She painted everything. Painted around the tub. Painted around there. Painted here. Okay, everything's looking good here. Caulking around the toilet. Paint's starting to dry under here. This area is done. Now, I think she's going over to the other unit because if you remember in the video, we were able to put the medicine cabinets in and we put caulking around them, but it needed touch-up paint. So, let's go over here and see if she's touching up the paint. Okay. See, you can see how we're gonna need to touch up paint. So she's probably in this one first. I hear her rattling shit around.
I think I'm gonna need a brush over here.
She's gonna need a brush over there, so.
Paintbrush.
This is what she's gotta touch up. Okay, I'm gonna get a brush. I'm gonna go get her a brush. Alright, well, we touched up, painted in here. Looks alright for what it is. I don't know why the painters didn't do it, but because they were here. Anyway, everything is what it is. Cleaning crew will be here tomorrow. I'm gonna wash that out in a minute. Put everything away and wrap it up. The only thing we gotta do is get around those medicine cabinets and we're done. Okay, we're back the next morning and Alicia's got all this out. We're gonna replace this one angle stop. This one is in good shape. We're gonna shut the water out to the building. Over here, we've got our new all-in-one kit right here. So I'll take you over to it over here. And he's verifying, well, we verified before we took it out, but he's verifying how much extra we're gonna have on each side. So this is the kit. We're gonna put a garbage disposal on it. Comes with everything here. Comes with the faucet. So we're ready to rock and roll, I guess. So we're gonna go shut the water off and change that angle stop, and then we'll get back to business here. All right, guys. We have 3 different valve wrenches. Let me see that end, Vinny. We have a really big one, and then we have this one, which is second big, and this one is a little bit tighter, and we use this to pull up the lid usually. I've got a real heavy duty one in case it's a real commercial valve. Okay, so as you can see, sir, we're going to shut your water off. We'll have it back on in no time. The gate valve over here, how are you? The gate valve over here is froze, so we're going to use, we don't want to mess with that, so we're going to Go ahead, hook that in. Find out which one fits your wrench best. Try the tight one first. Go ahead.
Tight one?
Yeah. I always go with the tighter. That way you don't slip on it. If it fits. Fits perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
And then spin it.
Yeah, you always go.
Are you tighty?
No. You're gonna turn it that way. Counterclockwise.
This way.
Yep. Because look at the ring. Let me show you. You see that? See that hole?
Yeah.
Right there where I'm touching? That lines up with this hole. And then what they do is if you don't pay your bill, you turn this all the way to there and then they put a padlock on it.
Okay, to me, this ring is on top with this, so it looks like it needs to go this way, Dad.
Oh, let me look at it, please.
Yeah. It has a shorter throw that way.
Yeah, you're right. So anyway, you're gonna put it on and turn it to the right. You're right. Line up the holes.
Here.
Now you can put a padlock on it, or the city can. They don't even put a padlock. They used to put a padlock. Now they have a special bolt lock that you can't cut. Okay, let's get up there and make sure everything's off. Take the parts off the tools.
The tools, yeah, like you in the starting.
All right, we got the water off, I think. It's off. Okay, go ahead and use your tool to break that loose. Oops, sorry. Oh, that's not so bad. Keep going. Now you can just spin the one on your left hand. Just hold the one in your right hand and spin that one. You can even take the tool out and spin it. Hold the nut. Catch the water, it might squirt out. There might be a little bit of pressure from in the pipe, maybe not. Just get ready to, you know, put your hand over it. We've got the hose open downstairs, so everything should be going downstairs. You're good. That little bit won't hurt nothing. You got the plastic on it. Okay, now what you're gonna want to do is we're gonna pull that ferrule off. So if you once the water kind of is done, Allie, go open the water in the bathroom. That way it'll go down.
Open the one next to you.
Just go open the one in the bathroom, please. That'll help it go down. There we go. Leave it open. Now, Vinny, go ahead and put some WD-40, like your mom was saying, right here. Okay. That way the ferrule will pull off easy with the puller. But I still might be pulling back. I still might. Oh, I know what I think I gave you. I think I gave you a pair of needle nose vice grips.
No, you have them there. I saw them in the
Okay,
drawer.
but he's going to need a pair of needle nose
To
vice
hold it
grips.
back in the back,
So give
yes.
him the old ones too.
Okay.
Because you know why? You're exactly right. Here, go get a pair of needle nose vice grips. Okay. Then he'll have the complete set, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Go ahead and put your puller on.
Oh, she's
No idea. Now, Vinny, do you have a cutter with you?
Depends on what that is.
The pipe cutter.
No.
Oh, let me get a picture of that puller on there. Go ahead, put it back on there. There we go. Thank you.
Should I open the back window so I...
Yeah, please do. I think they're open.
You can even open the living room window.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you can open that. And then you can open up the patio. They got new blinders coming too.
Yes. You have these others coming in?
Yeah, they have new binders coming in.
What? Did you give Vinny the needle nose vice grips? Huh?
Because that new one coming in.
Oh, what did you say now?
Oh, I got a needle nose here too.
Do I even need this? I'll get them at home cheaper.
Okay.
I just want to hold it up.
Okay.
A new van. No
You
junk
take it, right?
gear.
You take it, you sell it?
Okay, so you cleaned it up. Now, Vinny, when you're using push-ons, just fill the ridge. And this here feels pretty good. It doesn't have like a deep compression line where they over-tightened it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, basically what I like to do is take your marker. And where's your, or anything, a pencil. Give me a compression angle stop.
Do you want a marker or pen?
Marker.
Pencil. Okay.
I've been using these ever since they come out, and I've only had a few leakers because the compression line where they overtimed the compression was too deep and the O-ring didn't set right. And it won't leak later, it'll leak now if it's going to leak. What I like to do is if you look where it bottoms out inside here, it bottoms out about right here. So what I like to do is if you take your flashlight and look in there, the bottom out point is about right there. So what I do is I hold this up to the pipe like this, where my finger is, about right there, and then I mark about to the end of the gray right there. Now, with the way I've got that marked, I'm probably going to be sitting a little bit before the gray.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I like to see how much I'm creeping up to it. Sometimes if you put it too much this way, then you surpass it, but you don't know how much you surpassed. This pipe right here, when you push on it, see how it moves a little bit? As long as it doesn't move too much, you got enough rigid, it's rigid enough
So I can
that,
put some pressure on it.
yeah, you don't really need a pair of vice grips. But sometimes these suckers will get real sloppy in the wall. And you'll push on and you end up almost pushing the whole pipe through the wall. So then you use a pair of needle nose. And what I do is I go all the way to the wall. I try to bring it forward. And then I go all the way to the wall. And I put a little clamp on it. I don't tighten it. I don't bend the pipe. I don't eat into it. I just put, just to show you for the sake, I'll repair it. Okay. So what I do is I get the vice grips on it, and you know what did this? It was this cardboard. So you put this on, and now you can push. You see that black line?
Yeah.
Okay, now what I like to do is, because I've got this to put on, you can put this on, and then you can put that on. But we don't need it. We saw how. Do you have the other flange that has the split?
You want that one?
Yeah, because I don't want to take the vice grips off. I want to show them that you can use the other flange. That way I don't take up the space. I already got it on.
All right, I can go get it.
You know what I mean? Or maybe put it right here. Maybe we can put it right here. Yeah, we can put it right there.
And you still got that one.
Yeah, we're fine because we're not. There's a black line. We're not even going to come close to that black line. Okay, so with that being said, I don't put no grease or anything on there because I like those teeth to bite. So where's your push on?
Behind you.
Okay, so on this here, you don't want to, you know when you were sanding, hopefully you were sanding on this edge right here. Take the sharpness off. If not, you can put a little 45 on it like this. You take it just like this. Just kind of take the edge.
Those also have the tooth right the inside, huh?
Yeah, so just take it like this. Get the corners off like that, okay? Now, what you do is the O-ring sits. The O-ring sits about right here somewhere, if I remember right. And the teeth are right here. So you want to make sure that when you push it, you just don't jam it on and cut the O-ring up. You just go like this. You just find it here until it goes to about right there. Now you're right at the teeth and you're at the O-ring.
Okay, when you push it on, are you able to spin it afterwards too, or do you?
Yes, no, you can spin it.
Okay.
You can. This thing will spin 360
doesn't bite
degrees.
and lock.
Right.
Okay.
So now, what I would like you to do is I don't like pulling it on and off. You saw how that went, right?
I saw it.
Now I want you to go ahead
And feel
Push it.
and push it, and you'll see
You get the feel.
that this will almost hit that black line right there, and just straight. You can wiggle. There you go. Now watch this.
Yeah, we're at that black line.
Right, and that was plenty. I could feel it. I mean, I could see it and I could hear it. And then what I do is I give it a little more, like that. I wiggle left and right, and it's not going no more. Now you can take that off. You can put that on, and you can see right where the black line is right there. So you basically did a good job. This will spin any direction, and then of course you don't need any of this. I turn it upside down while I'm working, so shit don't go in there.
Smart.
So with that being said, put this with your vice grips, because you always need needle nose. What I do is I file them down and then I give it a little extra. Okay, so we're all set. Why don't you make sure the valve is off, Vinny? Make sure it's in the off position and not the on. Basically turn it upwards and then spin it to the right. Cool. That's off.
And I can see it down there.
Right. And we know this is off because we had it off before. So, alright. So,
Wait, is that all we're replacing?
yes, for now.
Oh, that one's good?
Yeah, that one's good.
Okay.
So let me just get in here real quick. All right, Al. Finished with the angle stop, and everything's turned off. The hose is turned off in the back of the patio. So go ahead and get this valve back on. It's a stiff one, ain't it?
No, I'm just going slow too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You don't want to go too fast.
I want to hear for the water to hear.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, you guys, when you open these valves up, you open slow. If you happen to open these, we like to hear the water. Once you can hear the water, like right now.
So this stuff and then you open it completely.
Once we hear that and that sound goes away, then we can open it completely slowly. Because if you just keep turning that thing and you get a rush of water, you can blow water supply lines right off the faucets. And you won't even know, because 2 or 3 of these places, everybody's gone to work. Nobody will know until water comes crashing down. So you go ahead and you turn it and listen for the noise. Like the noise has gone away. Give it some more.
I can feel it that's running.
Oh, you can give it a little more though. It's fairly cracked.
I feel the rush.
Yeah, good. It's not that bad. Go ahead, give it some more. We're good. All the way till it opens. Okay, that's it, right?
Right.
All right, let's put everything together. And let me just fill it. Make sure you got it all the way. Hold on. Hold this. Yep, we're good. Go ahead and put the lid back on. Hi, how are you? Go ahead and put the lid. And we're good to go. Hi, guy. Alright, let's get back to the unit and get this stuff fixed. I think Vinny could put his shut-off valves or wrenches away. So here we are, guys. We've had a lot of work here this past month. We're going to be putting in a refrigerator. Tomorrow I'll have to cut the hole up and everything. So nobody should be coming here. Let's just put it right here. Nobody up and down. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, check for leaks. Vinny's getting the garbage disposal all wired up. Over here, no drips, no leaks. We're all good. Everything's good. Everything looks great. Okay. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you how this puller works. It's supposed to have a handle. The newer one that I have has a nut on it where you can put a socket on it. But basically, your pipe, your copper line goes into here with this ring on it. And then when you tighten this nut right here, remember your wall's over here, but when you tighten this nut with your pipe in here with this ring goes in to this flared area right here. You can see it's flared, And the nut also has a little flare to it. So when you tighten these up, let me put this down. When you tighten these up right here, you got your pipe in there, and you got your nut right here. And as you can see, when you tighten this up, you can see the gold ring in there, the copper ring. This compresses this around the pipe on this side and that side. And then this ferrule is what gives you a watertight seal around your copper. So basically, as you crush this, or I say crush it because a lot of guys do, when you tighten it, it takes that ferrule and puts it around the pipe. And you can see that it will do the same thing on this side right here, because it has this lip. And it goes in there. And now, how much do you tighten this? Well, I've seen guys tighten it, and I not necessarily saw them, but when I've taken them off, I've seen it where the copper line is just really scarred. And not only will this style drip, the compression style, but a push-on will drip too. So you have to cut it, and if the pipe is too short, then you need to solder on a little coupling with some more pipe. But with that being said, normally when you get this the right strength, when you tighten it the right amount, what'll happen is it won't come off and it won't leak. Usually, if it's not tight enough where it's going to blow off, it's just going to blow off. But you'll see signs as you turn the water on. Somebody should be inside watching it, and they'll say, hey, it's starting to spray. If you got a spray, it's probably going to blow off. But if you just got a drip and it's just dripping, then most likely it just needs to be tightened a little bit more. It won't blow off because once you're down to just a drip, then you're compressed enough where it won't blow off. And then of course, if you tighten it and the drip goes away, that's all you need. You don't need to crush it. And then sometimes when you crush it and deform it, it'll leak. A lot of times you'll have a brand new pipe, new compression, and tighten it, over tighten it, and it deforms the pipe and this, and now you got a leak. And if it's not a new pipe and you tighten it to no end and it still drips, that's because your pipe is scarred or has a scratch somewhere and it just won't compress and tighten up. So now with this here, this goes in the back. For instance, if this is to the wall in the pipe, what happens is once you take this part off, once you take this part off, then you got the pipe and you got the ring in there. This just goes behind, between the wall and the nut, and this piece goes into the pipe, and it pulls, as you push the pipe, this pulls the nut forward with the ferrule and pulls it all off at once. So I hope that made sense. I'm not the best at explaining crap, but there we have it. Over here, we got Alicia putting plumber's putty. Now look, guys, you don't need that much plumber's putty.
I overkill.
Well, it's for a good reason. Because you have a nice flat flange. So no need to overkill on the putty. But I overkill too, because not so much because of this, but when I put this on and I put that on, I like to see the plumber's putty oozing out all the way around this and that. When you got that plumber's putty oozing out here and here, you know you got a seal that's going to last forever. Or not, maybe not forever, but for a long time. So with that being said, whether it's flat or not flat, we overkill on the plumber's putty. So anyway, you'll see when we put this on how it gushes out the bottom, and if you get that kind of a visual underneath, you know you did a great job. Vinny's over here, got everything wired up. As soon as he's done with that, we'll go from there. Okay guys, Alicia just knocked the plug out of here because we do have a dishwasher.
You gotta go straight in?
Yeah, she doesn't use a screwdriver like a Phillips because it'll splinter the plastic in there. She uses something that's round like the end of a screw, like that. She uses that and that knocks it out.
When it hits?
Knocks it out solid. Okay, I think one of the most important parts of this job is getting this flange in correctly and precisely. And then when you do that, make sure that the incinerator, which the labeling goes this direction like that. Okay, and then just draw it up as much as you can, straight and down as much as you can without bending that. And then she'll draw it up with it, or you'll draw it up with that. I want you to actually do this job. She's going to instruct you and help you.
Okay, it's kind of crooked. Is it okay for me to push it out?
Yeah, even.
Yeah, you can just.
No, the wording is crooked.
Yeah, just turn it.
Okay.
You got plenty of putty on there that you don't have to worry.
I can afford that. Okay.
Yeah. Get the lettering to where you think it's nice. Maybe just a little more.
I just need to see the edge.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like perfect. It just has to be good.
Right there.
Okay, now.
Push down?
Yeah, push down on it and hold this down over here, Allie.
I got it.
Okay, so now that you got that,
no, it's not.
what you'll do is you'll go ahead, that'll hold it now. You go ahead and put on all your stuff in the back. And then you'll cinch down those 3 screws evenly, little at a time. Okay. Don't draw one side or the other, because guys, if you tighten up one of these screws completely, this thing will go down and slide to an angle. You want to do 2 or 3 turns on each one until it's completely where you want to go. And look how this is already coming out right here. It goes all the way around, as you can see.
Should I turn it off?
So this is what you want to see. And then when he puts all this there, and then it starts coming out around, that's what I call a really good seal. And I'm just not making this shit up. The plumber that I used to work for during new construction, when we used to trim crap out, if he didn't see that garbage disposal flaring out plumber's putty, you're going to be redoing it because he didn't want to call back.
So not trim it, leave it there?
No, you leave it.
No, you don't trim that.
Put that on.
You just put it on.
I'm going to let it push on this?
Yes. And then she'll hold it in so you can use that spring. Okay, now just make sure with your finger, go around it. Just because you hear the snap. So now everything's good. Now.
No, what I like to do is put it down.
Yeah,
So
you want
to compress it.
Yeah, you want to watch it when you compress it, because if you compress it upside down like that, it might slide this way. So I like
you can start a little bit.
Yeah, by hand.
Yeah, and then you just.
Yeah, and then or she can watch it from this side. But say you're by yourself, Minnie. The best way to do it when you're by yourself is to have it flat on something.
Okay.
Yeah, watch. Right, and then as you tighten it, make sure that this doesn't flare this way or that way or this way or that way. And whatever you do, don't wipe that plumber's putty off. I want to show everybody how that should look underneath. And if you make it look like that every single time, you won't have a leak. And the screws will usually bottom out almost to the finish line when you have a thin sink like that. When you have a cast iron sink where you got that big bevel, then some of those screws, you know, they don't tighten much. But on these tighten up almost all the way. Okay, we'll get back to them in a minute. Okay guys, what we usually do is midway, when we think we got it almost tight, we clear this off because we want to make sure we're not to the left, to the right. So before he tightens it the rest of the way, we just go like this and put that back in the jar.
Behind it.
Now you can see if it's too much this way or too much that way, and you still have time to adjust it. Look, I'm just barely touching it and it's moving.
It's shifting.
It's shifting. So it's good. So now just keep going around in circles until that thing is bottomed out. He did another 2 or 3 rotations, and Alicia pulled it before I wanted her to. But she did leave a little bit to show you how much more came out. Now, as he tightens this, you're even going to see more come out. Go ahead and tighten it until it's done. But every once in a while you should stop and clear it so you can see if it's sliding left or right.
Let go of that a little bit.
Is that pretty tight?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now she'll go around and clean that. And as you can see, almost 90-some% of the plumber's putty that was on here, on the top part, is been removed. But this is the part I want to show you. And I can almost see without even looking yet how it's going to look. But go ahead, tilt it up. Okay, this is exactly what we're talking about. When you got plumber's putty gushing out in between this cardboard here and here and here, this is the part that I really want you to see right here. This goes all the way around. When you can see that plumber's putty, and I bet you, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I bet you if you go look at your garbage disposal and it was put in by a professional plumber, I bet you if you go look at it right now, you'll still see all this gushing out. It may be dry, it may change to a brown color, but I bet you if you go look under there right now, you'll see all this gushing out, because most plumbers will leave it so the customer can see how well he did. Okay guys, she's going to put this faucet in with Vinny right now. She's going to explain to him, this doesn't take plumber's putty.
It's got its own.
It's got its own rubber gasket.
And this one goes in between the sink.
Yeah. So here you don't need no plumber's putty. And this will screw up, and this will screw up until it draws, and then these should be all the way back before you screw this up. These should be either all the way halfway in, because you don't even want them protruding a little bit out, because you want to be able to run this up as far as possible. So take it to where the screw is like more than flush, and dent it in. There you go. Then you draw this all the way up to the sink, and then you use these screws to give it the ultimate tightness. So now they're going to go ahead and do that and get that faucet on.
Always when I pull this guy, I try not to scarf
the hose. A lot of guys will just rip this through, and then they'll rip these hoses through on the sharp edge, and they knock the O-rings. Guys, when you run this through the sink, don't get all jammy with it and jam the shit out of it, because when you do that, you scar the hose. Sorry about that. Scar the hose. You screw up these little O-rings right here. You knock some of the rubbers out that you're not sure about in there. You got another O-ring here. A lot of these will come with a guard on, but this one doesn't. So what I'm trying to say is finesse it through. She makes a big deal out of, because it just barely touched her glasses. They're work glasses now. What do you want? You could hold some of that for her. Okay, now watch, guys, as she gets through there. She's not running those hoses up, you know.
Here, try to repeat those videos as it goes.
I've seen plumbers on videos where they just jerk them and pound them in, and or they pull them out because they made a mistake and they just knock the hell out of the ends, and then they wonder why it drips or something. Okay, so this is the part where it's important to watch.
So we go here, and it's actually saying yourselves.
I'm gonna try to get this on the carpet, guys, where I don't have to hold it. That's looking pretty good.
How do you see the faucet?
Alicia is going to go. We can get that straight after. I'm gonna cinch it up. Alicia at around 11:15 is gonna go get us some lunch over. It's called Hot Off the Grill, right down the street. It's in our neighborhood. They make some of the best cheeseburgers. It's a little Greek place, Greek hamburger stand, traditional. Yesterday, we had a cheeseburger. Me and Alicia, we split it. We always split our meal from there, because if I eat my whole meal, I'll end up on this carpet passed out. And so Vinny had a pastrami, and me and Alicia had a cheeseburger special. And Vinny gave us a little notch off his sandwich just so we could try the pastrami, and me and Alicia loved it. So today, Alicia's gonna go get us a pastrami special with onion rings, and Vinny is either gonna have another one or a cheeseburger. I don't know what are you gonna have, Vinny?
I'm gonna have a regular.
Cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to feel it out.
Okay, well he'll either get a pastrami or a cheeseburger, and that's what we're gonna have for lunch.
I can only have so much pastrami.
Yeah, see, I just got a taste of it yesterday, and I would like to share it.
Exactly.
Yeah, the reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, if you guys look how he's got it, that gold ring with the screws goes all the way up. If you have these screws above this gold ring, then this won't tighten all the way. So you got to make sure these are really loose, and you tighten that sucker as much as you can, and then you use your screws.
You want me to use the channel lock to tighten this or no?
No, just hand tight. Like, just grab on it like that. Look how much I turned it with my arthritic hands.
Arthritis.
Arthritic hands. Okay. Now you can use your screwdriver.
Is that what we wanted right here, Vince?
Yeah, it looks good. Looks straight.
Oh, can you give me my screwdriver? My drawer?
Well, why? You can put a socket on that.
No.
Just take the screw out and there you go.
No, here.
Oh.
The Phillips.
All right, well, he'll get this in the next 20 minutes. And once he starts laying down like that, next thing you know, he's passed out and drooling all over the new carpet, but that's okay.
It's alright. Cleaning crew's coming in a couple days. It's inside the pocket, Alec. The long handle.
Are those Klein screwdrivers?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the best.
Yeah, no wonder he's broke.
No wonder we're using my tools.
Okay guys, what I wanted to let you guys know, we dry fitted this sink before we put it together. And I should have got it on video, but we realized that's pretty good. You don't want to strip because that's just aluminum. This ring is aluminum.
Okay.
We realized that we're going to be able to get clips on 3 of the areas. Luckily, the back is one of it. But the front is going to be very difficult because there's hardly no lip. We might be able to notch out some areas to get them in, but we're going to put them wherever we can. But like always, we're going to set that sink in silicone. And I don't know if you remember my last video where we had to pull out one of my sinks that was there like 12 years or 15 years, and I wasn't able to put any clips on it because of the tile work, the poor job underneath it. And you saw it took us like 3 hours to get that sink released without breaking tiles. So silicone itself will mount that sink down. Any clips that go under it will just give it additional help. What I like the clips for is if you have ceramic tile, it's wavy, and the clips help draw it down. But when you have a Formica countertop and it's pretty flush, just setting the sink in, the lip sits down nicely because it's a manufactured surface. Where if you got even granite's good, but whenever you got ceramic tile, you get a little waviness in the tile, and you'll have the lips. So if you have the clips, it really helps. But we're gonna put the clips and do the best we can, and to get them on. And over here, we'll notch the wood a little bit so we can. If you've ever put in a sink, you'll know what I mean about notching that wood. You can see where they already did it right here. They kind of notched it here and here. So anyway, we'll see what happens here pretty soon. Alright guys, Vinny's putting some silicone around the sink. You always do the back first and then the 2 legs, because if you do the front first, your shirt will be in it. So basically, this is clear, goes on white, it dries clear. If you have tile, let me recommend something guys. If you have ceramic tile and it's wavy and you can't get your sink lip to fit down in certain spots because it's wavy, then you use white, because if you use clear, you'll see the little voids, you'll see the spaces. But if you use white and you have this little up and down and you can't get that sink to sit 100% down in certain areas, which is common for ceramic, then you use white and it makes it like one piece, one solid piece.
That's right.
All right, so let's
They give you
see.
two kinds of clips. They give you for under and over.
Yeah, they give you two style clips, guys.
So
One clip is for top mount flush and one's for under mount flush. This sink you can put under mount, or you can put it under mount or flush on top. And we're putting it on top like the ones with that. So they give you two different styles.
Where's that?
oh, these are the ones for under, and this was this is under and that's over.
Let me see the
See,
box.
under mouth, and this
Let me
is
see the box.
the top. See?
That's top.
Yes,
And that's under.
correct.
Okay, set the camera up over there. And let's see if we can get this sink set in without messing up the bead.
Give me a minute, this. There.
Come on in. And then up like this. Oh,
Okay,
we're
I
almost
think that
out.
holds it,
clear.
Vinny. I think
Okay,
that
I'm
holds it.
clear too.
Got it.
Go in more.
It's doing good.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you got it, okay?
Going down?
Yeah.
I need to go my way?
Right there.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, balance it out, Al.
Okay. You can
She's
also
gonna do
slide
that
that thing
anyway.
a little bit more that way if you want.
Do you want me to slide this?
Just a little bit that way.
Nice tight seal all the way around.
Okay.
Getting ready to put clamps.
Let me make sure it's level. Or
Oh,
square.
make it to the left a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah. No more.
Okay, guys, as you can see,
That way you can see that.
we got her in.
Shallow.
Alicia's underneath, balancing
Now,
out the left to the right, to the front, to the back. She can see under
See
there.
the channel thing is?
She can see under there
Here.
what the gap is and move it around. Okay, let me just show them this. As you can see, it's a nice tight seal. Vinny's gonna give you a view from underneath.
Alright, forward.
You got some on your fingernail, but don't worry.
I know. Watch this. I'm gonna switch it up for you. Clean.
Okay.
There you go.
Did you show the other side?
Oh.
Don't give my viewers a half-ass look. You do it, you do it right. We got Alicia over here getting the clamps ready. He's kind of going like reverse threads. Let me get a picture of these. Both be, let's see. Yeah, the way they go, Vinny, is, did she show you?
Yeah, this
Yeah, that goes into the ridge of the sink under there, and then this goes under the sink, the metal part of the sink, the top, and then this part goes on the wood.
Wait. This part on wood?
Yeah,
So if it's on this side like that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You slide it here, it's like this
yeah.
right here, it's gonna go
And
like
you
that.
try to get,
And then in front it's gonna
depending
go like
on
that.
how many they give you, you try to get 4 and 4 and 2 and 2. How many they
It's
give
actually
you?
3 on each side.
3 on each side.
Yeah.
Okay, they're asking for 3 on each
See,
side.
three?
then.
Even the back?
Yeah,
Even the back.
yeah. I like to put 4 on the back, but what have they? How many? What's the total they give you?
They give you, how many you got there, Vinny?
I got 2.
2. That'll be 3. That will be 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides. 3 sides, 4 sides. It's 3 on each side.
No, I think it's 4 and 2. I think you put 4 on the front, 4 on the back, and 2 on the 2 sides. What does that come up to? 8, 9, 10, 12. Do you have 12?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what it's for. You put 4 in the front, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here, and then 2. That's how it balances out, I think. Let's look in the instructions. So we don't know who's right. We don't know if Alicia's right. We don't know if I'm right. So the only way to know who is right is we get the instructions. So we're gonna find out right now what is what, who is who.
Well, let's get open the Bible here.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see who's gonna be the healthy.
Let me know when you find that.
Okay, I will.
Common sense.
And like I said, the contractor over here had it right. You get 4 in the front and 2 on the sides.
There we go.
Boy, you're such a contractor, aren't you?
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you think I got my license out of a Cracker Jack box?
Yeah, I thought so for a minute, but no, you're That's what I got mine. You guys got it right.
Okay, guys, Alicia's cleaning up that caulking all the way around it. Don't drop that on Vinny. He'll blow a gasket. When you let it dry a little bit, guys, it'll come off in a long piece like that. If you do it the minute it sets, you put it on, then it smears all over the countertop. But if you give it like 25 minutes, it'll come off in nice chunks and not leave a whole lot on there like this. Of course, she's going to finish that up nicely. She's just taking the bulk off right now. So we'll let her do that and we'll get back to the video.
And then just go like that.
Okay guys, she's showing Vinny how to clean that caulking up and make it look nice. As you can see, she's got it looking really good. And she's cleaning it off the sink a little bit.
It got a little bit dry on the side.
Got a little dry over there, but she'll get it.
Maybe she'll work on the back. 'Cause it's gonna dry out fast.
Well, go ahead. You start in the back, son.
Anyway, my wife.
Alrighty, Alicia's got it all cleaned up. She's got a couple spots that she's going to go over after we get our lunch. But it looks nice and looks really good. She's got it all spiffied up. Now we're going to get ready to do the plumbing underneath. There's a couple spots where there's like a little void track she's going to fill up after we get our lunch. Alrighty, we'll get back to this once we get the plumbing ready to go. Alrighty, Alicia went to go get his lunch. Vinny's always got a smile on his face when that happens.
Look at this.
Yeah, so me and Alicia are going to split a meal because, you know, I'm putting on a lot of weight. So
Well,
here, I got the one.
look at the size
Here,
of this.
this is the sharp one. This is the one that I don't cut nothing with left food.
I think this is your burrito.
Here you go.
Look at that.
If you need it.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so we have some fries. We have a pastrami. He has a burrito. We've got our sodas. You got, what do you
Look at
have for a side? Oh, look at that.
Fries.
Well, you got fries for a side, and me and Alicia's got onion rings for a
That's
side.
plenty. You gave me plenty for
I
all
need
of us.
that. All right, well, guys, we're gonna eat, and then we'll get back to work.
Oh.
Hey guys, Alicia was a little bit too fast for me, but they sell these kits at Home Depot. Where's the piece that you cut off? Basically, this dishwasher is a newer version and it doesn't require an air gap. It says you can go straight to the
It comes
garbage
actually
disposal.
with 4 clamps.
So basically what she did was the part that people trim that fit on there, they cut it usually to go into the air gap, and they cut it to the right size for the air gap, but garbage disposal takes a larger one. So this here comes with another piece here with this clamp on it like this, and then what you do is you just cut the pieces until it fits the rubber part. This rubber is out to here, but it's flexible to here, and then it gets to the manufactured part where it's compressed on. So you cut off the flexible part, and then you go ahead and then you cut this to where you want it, and then it fits right over there, and you basically got a new end for a garbage disposal. As you can see right here how it works. You can see right here, you just cut as needed to get to this end, and then this is your garbage disposal end. So in this case, they're not wanting the air gap because their dishwasher actually has a check valve built in it, so water can't come back into it. It can only go forward, so that means it can be hooked up directly to the dishwasher, and they'd rather have that because they always run into issues with air gaps, especially in apartments. The air gaps get hit, they start leaking underneath, water goes underneath, so the owner was specific that if it doesn't require an air gap, she don't want it. So no air gap, and that's how you adapt that on it. Next time I'll try to get it before she starts cutting on it, but sorry about that, guys, but at least we caught up a little bit here.
On this one right here, this is the one I'm going to use, but you also have it here.
We'll give it some time.
Here,
This
take
one
that
you have
one.
this much to play with over to here. So I'm gonna make it here. Let's see if it
In a
does.
couple of days, and I'll tell you my whole schedule, and then I can let you know.
Okay, it does. Right there, look. Right there. See that? Right there. So I can count how much. Let's see. I can cut this one to go more in and bring that out this way. So I want to cut out little bit more on this one. You just go here. This one is gonna go here. That's gonna go here. Keep right. It's good. There. Right. Okay, let's see what I got here. So this one go here. That's that. Then go here. There. And my drain is gonna go right over there, somewhere there. How about that?
Alright. When are we going home?
Probably in the next 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes. Okay. You need to buy some more Clorox for your van? Is that what you need, Vinny?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a 3-pack somewhere.
Costco?
Somebody's bill.
Look at the orange tube that I put for.
Is it to your left? Yeah, I got it.
Thanks.
Which one am I taking back?
Yeah, I'm Sharpie here. I brought
This is
that.
gonna be yours, Vinny. Look. Where's my caution?
Open it up for me. There you. Okay, perfect. And then it'll be from here to there. I think I'd like to have it at 2.5 with you. 2.5.
Here.
Okay, let me do it here. Just do it. Oh, not bad. Better than whatever we've cut it before.
I found one ABS cut it 1.5 inches. Put it on the front.
Okay. This is so beautiful. And
Do you have ABS glue?
I think you got it right.
No,
Oh,
where is the other one?
Guys, well, we're back. Dad got the glue.
I'm almost ready to get high.
Make sure you have paper underneath, you don't drip.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, real fast. You need a level? You didn't get your level. Get your level.
Up. Up. More?
I think it's good.
Nope, more.
It's,
Nope. Jesus.
That's good.
You need your level.
Why didn't you have your level, man? Looks good from here anyway. You can still twist it up a little bit out. You still have time. There you go.
That's good.
That's fine.
That'll work.
Now,
Another paper towel. Another paper towel, Dad. I have another paper towel. Or maybe you want to clean the stuff from the bottom, Mom? Take the dirty paper towels from the bottom. You're gonna hit the can. Get it dirty. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, I need to switch.
Do you think?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now I can see.
Here's the garbage wrench for your vehicle. Remember I told you you'd have one sooner or later?
I have one.
Oh, sorry. Just a little left, a little right, and it's done. There you go. Leave that, please. You don't have to wipe all that shit off.
Huh?
ABS, I just leave it. I let it
Look at how beautiful it looks.
No. Here, give it to me.
Do you want this for your hand, Al?
Trash.
Here, Al.
Pinch where I'm at. There you go.
Here, Al. That's what I got for Alicia.
She just now.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay, good.
Look what I got you ready for your collection. Remember, I was going to do that to someone else, but
Is that another Allen wrench?
it's in your pocket. Look at this. I don't know if this fits right here or not, but look.
Try fitting it on that
Oh, that's what it's for. It's for the,
other one.
yeah, the other one.
Okay, it is gonna fit. I'm just gonna loose it up because I need to bring my disposal up. You leave the loose, that way when you bring it up, it retracts it a little bit.
Alright guys, Alicia was over here putting a little bit of caulking around the sink. We always like to do it twice if we're going to be here the second day. And as you can see, it looks really good. So she did a real good job all the way around. It's all finished, everything's done there. We're all good. Son of a bitch, look what I did, guys. Hey, Allie. Allie.
Yeah.
Can you come and look at this? I think you got your shirt stuck in this.
Where? Let me get it, bro.
You were probably bending over it. And remember I said you were going to get your shirt in there? She's going to see it. Look. Look, I think you dragged your...
Okay.
Thank you. No worries. All fixed. Hey, you didn't drag your shirt in it. Look. Thank you for fixing it. Alright, so we're back to normal. Everything's looking good. Alright, I better just get the hell out of here and leave things alone. Okay guys, what we're doing here is we're going to fill this thing up to the top and get plenty of downward back pressure, or whatever you want to call it. Alright guys, we're filling this thing up almost to the top. I think it's plenty of water for the size of this sink. And Alicia's gonna, what we normally do when we fire it up or pull the plug, we'll run about maybe 2 or 3 seconds with the garbage disposal on to pour some water around the seals, make sure nothing's leaking, and then I shut it back off, because if I leave it on, it'll push the water down so fast that yes, it'll push it down harder but faster, but it gives me less time to look for leaks. So I like to just run it for a few seconds. Here, you ready, Al?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull the plug. We're gonna look for leaks. Let's do the garbage disposal. Garbage disposal on. I'm gonna turn it off. And let's just let it drain normal. Usually on a standard size sink, we'll do this 2 times. Or 2 sides per side. This here's so big, I think one's good. Plus we're gonna be using it tomorrow. Hey guys, I didn't know what this was for, but Alicia just schooled me on it. Basically, it's just a cover here. That way you don't drop no forks and knives. It has that rack. It's got a nice rack. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but we'll get it on later on. You can see it. But over here, it's got this. So basically, you can put it has these little legs. You can put it here, and it keeps things from falling down there like knives and forks. But at the same time, you can drain it. See, it drains.
Yeah, for real. Y'all see that drain?
Anyway, that's what we got.
Yeah, for real. Y'all see that shit? Look at that. Look at that. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I film?
Yes,
Can I film?
yes,
Let me
yes.
film. Y'all see that drain? It goes. The
Goes
water
into the water.
goes right in between that hole, and then you can lift it, you know, and you see in there, you know, and then you can put a strainer in there to collect the food when you're washing the dishes.
Okay, retract it. Let's see what it does down here. Go ahead. Nice. Good enough. That works for me.
Bumpers are missing from your grid. Use those as
Oh, okay. So they're just okay.
some bumpers.
So give them to your mom. She'll take them home for hers, cause she has some. All right. So anyway, guys, we've got the thing in here, the grid. As you can see, everything's looking good. Everything's done. I think we're good to go. See you guys in the morning. All right, Alicia got all that painted under there. Kind of made it look nicer. And now she's over there at the medicine cabinets. This is our second day here, and we're all done. We have tomorrow off, unless an emergency pops up. I've got work orders, but they're all scheduled for next week, because I actually thought I'd be here Friday as well. But we got everything picked up, looking good. Alicia's over here touching up around the medicine cabinet. Let's see. Looking really good. Her light's kind of screwing shit up, but let's see. Oh, there it is. Now everything looks good. Cutting it in with a 25-cent brush. Alright, well, I think that's going to conclude this video. You want to say goodbye, Al?
Bye.
Alright, guys. Talk to you later. See you on the next one.